Hi guys, Jengro here, and I'm pretty pumped because we are already playing modded Minecraft on version 1.21. This is all the mods 10. You can see in the lower left, we are on NeoForge, and there are just 150 mods loaded in this pack. It's very, very early in the pack, but I wanted to take a quick first look at it so you can see what it's like and see if you want to play by yourself or with some friends. In fact, I'm playing on a server right now, and in just a second, I'm going to show you how I got that set up, and then we'll get started on the game. Stick around. Give me just a few seconds to thank the sponsor of this video, Apex Hosting. If you want to play all the mods 10 with your friends, Apex Hosting is a great way to go. I've already got an account and I've got a server. I'm just going to show you how quick and easy it is to set up all the mods 10. Just go to my server, choose the server that I want to use here, and we just search for all the mods 10 in the game file. Here it is right here. We just select it, create new world, restart now. And as soon as this restarts, we just grab our subdomain, which is our server address, and we drop that into Minecraft. I like to do my videos on a server because I record from a couple different locations and it makes it easy to switch computers. You can do it just to play with your friends. So definitely check out Apex Hosting. If you do, please use my link, jangro.com/apex. That helps support the channel. Thank you for your support, and thank you, Apex, for sponsoring this video. All right, let's get on with all the mods 10. Right here we are in our brand new ATM 10 world. Right away, I just want to clear up, this pack does not yet have shaders support. However, Iris and Sodium are now almost available on NeoForge, which is amazing. And I grabbed a dev version of each of these and I'm running shaders. By the time you're watching this, shader support might be added. I'll put a link in the description to instructions on how you can get shaders going on this mod pack. So while we go find a place to live, let's talk about what's in all the mods 10. There are about 150 mods in the ATM 10 mod pack as of the time I'm recording this, and many, many more will obviously be added. But this is a solid foundation for any mod pack. The ATM team has never shied away from overpowered automation mods, and it looks like ATM 10 is shaping up to be a sandbox mod pack with similar approach. There are mods here like building gadgets, mining gadgets, computer craft, all to help automate building and resource gathering, mechanical and automation mods like mechanism, modern industrialization, Zycraft, modular routers, laser IO, pipes, and more. Oh, and productive bees. We can't forget the bees. For power, there's the Power mod and generators galore. There are plenty of storage and auto-crafting options like Applied Energistics 2. There's villager exploitation, optimization in the Easy Villagers mod that makes it really easy to manage all the villager operations. There are many quality of life mods like Jade, Journey Map, Ultimine, Gravestone, Explorers, and Nature's Compasses. Way too many to list. For magic, there's occultism. For playing with friends, there's FTB teams for claiming and sharing chunks. There's a lot here, and plenty to get started as we play modded Minecraft on the latest 1.21 update, which has some really cool things like the trial chambers, new effects, and crafters. It'll be fun to see how the new crafters fit into the automation mix. I am right back here at World Spawn. I think this is a pretty good spot. We can make our home right here. It's morning. Now, in a mod pack like all the mods 10, there are countless ways you can get started. These right here are the first 4 mods I would start with in ATM 10. Productive Bees, Mechanism, Easy Villagers, and AE2. Now, this is too much to do in one video. I'm just going to do Productive Bees and Easy Villagers. Before we do that, though, we do need to do some mining, get some iron, redstone, hopefully some diamonds, and then we'll get started. Here's a couple of really quick quality of life things. I just realized, I don't know what mod does this, but as I right-click with a hoe, it automatically plants. Maybe it's the seeds that are in my hotbar. I'm not really sure. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Also, what I want to point out is that we've got Ultimine, which means if you hold down the backtick key or the tilde key, which is to the left of the 1 on most keyboards, it does vein mining, so whatever matches. So I can break this entire block of 6 trees in 1. But we needed that wood to make some ladders, so we can dig straight down to bedrock. And check this out, the recipe. We can make ladders out of logs so much faster. Definitely want the iron. All right, first redstone. We're at bedrock. We'll do some strip mining. Hey, look at that, first diamonds. That was a lot. Some more iron. Now that we have redstone and iron, we can get started on Easy Villagers. Let's make a breeder. If we just put this breeder down right here, we put them in here, 1, 2, and now we need to feed them. So let's make a trader block to put this baby in when it comes out. We have a baby. Look at that. And now this guy needs to grow up. And then I think we right click on it with a workstation and we'll have our first villager to trade with. I thought I would turn him into a cartographer. Since we have so much sugarcane out here and paper, we're going to see if we can get a map from him. And I want to make a crafter, which is a 1.21 thing. So we put a crafter down. Oh, let's put the hopper in the side, barrel right here. And we configure this thing right here to just do a recipe of 3. Put sugarcane in here. It's going to fill up our crafter to make paper for us. We just need to activate it with a button. We've got paper production from our sugarcane. Check it out. We can also make an iron farm. This is crazy. Put this right here. Just got to put a villager in here, right? Get out of the way. I don't know if this needs to be an adult villager for that to work. Maybe it does. I'm getting impatient with these baby villagers growing up, so I made an incubator which has this villager input and villager output. I think we could probably put hoppers in between these things, or maybe modular routers. Can I get this baby out of here? I can't. Let's put this guy in here too. So when this guy grows up, it'll pop down into the bottom here, and then we can put him in here. It's working. Doesn't need to be an adult. I was expecting to see a golem appear right here. There we go. I've been hanging out here waiting for this to appear so we can see that in action. We've got 78 iron and 13 poppy right now. And while I've been standing here, I've been leveling up the cartographer, and we've got a trial explorer map. So we can use this to find a trial chamber. It is just over there. And as the sun rises, I think that just about does it for easy villagers. You get the idea. We'll check easy villagers off the list. Next up is the productive bees mod. Basically, you get all these different kinds of bees. Some produce resources, some do tasks like farming, and essentially you get these bees, you put them in a beehive, and they'll generate resources in that hive. For example, if we wanted a bee that made diamonds, here's a diamond bee. And to get a diamond bee, we need to breed a lapis bee and an ender bee. To get a lapis bee, we breed a blue banded bee and a redstone bee. To get a blue banded bee, we have to get a dark oak nest or an acacia nest, hit it with a honey treat, and it will breed a blue banded bee. We can make these nests with acacia logs and a wooden sword, or we can find them in the wild. That's like in a nutshell how you get through this entire mod, is by binding and breeding these bees. The first thing we need is a bee cage, which I've already crafted. It's just a honey bottle and some planks. Luckily, right here at spawn, I have this beehive. And the next thing we need is to make an advanced beehive. We need a basic beehive to start with there. We've got everything we need to make an advanced oak beehive. And we're going to put this in this little apiary I made here. And I'll put that right there. Actually, we want to put it one lower because we can put like an expansion on top of it. So now this is a beehive. We can right click on it. We're going to put bees in here, put bottles in here. They'll give us honey and honeycomb. So now let's capture these bees and put them in here. Just right click on him with our bee cage, shift right click on this hive with this bee cage. It assigns that bee to that cage. We're just going to keep him in there. There he is. Got him. Shift right click on this. And there we go. We've got 2 bees in there. It will hold 3 bees. So right over here is a bumblebee. Just came out of its nest. Let's catch him. And here's his nest right here. So this bumblebee nest, if we right click on this with honey treats, it'll cause a bumblebee to spawn in here. So we shift right click with our bumblebee. And you can see here, we've got honey forming. So if we get some bottles and put them in here, it will fill it with honey. And we got 2 honeycomb. So here's a nest over here, this bumblebee nest. And if we hit it with a honey treat, which is made with a honeycomb and a honey bottle, we'll start hatching a bumblebee. Now we can find these bees nests all over the place. And if we look in here, there are all kinds of nests that we can make with just a wooden sword and that type of log. So we have oak logs. We can get an oak nest. And if you put an oak nest like right over here, right click on it with a honey treat, this will start to spawn a bee. The oak nest is going to give us either a carpenter bee or a yellow carpenter bee. And these can be used for breeding. So we can breed these 2 types of bees to get a lumber bee. And a lumber bee we can use to breed a farmer bee or a rancher bee. And it will also produce lumber. We can speed these things up by right-clicking with more of these honeycomb treats. Hopefully we'll get the 2 different kinds of bees. Yellow carpenter bee. There's a green one. So we put the green guy in here and breed them. We should get a lumber bee. Now, when that baby lumber bee grows up, instead of creating honey, he should create lumber. So it's been a while. And a couple things I wanted to point out here. These bees, the yellow and green carpenter bees, will not use these advanced oak beehives. They are only good for breeding. I breeded a second bee. You can see here that they are producing logs. So we're getting free logs. They do need specific food versus just flowers. So if we look at the lumber bee, and it shows all the different lumber that it needs instead of flowers. So I put a couple logs in here. These bees are going to use these logs as food and give us oak logs. I think if we want a different log type, we need to give it different kinds of logs in here. Anyway, I think that's how it works. From here, I would put some pipes coming out of these beehives, running out the back and connecting them to chests so we can get the resources out, and maybe up top, send empty bottles in and get the resources out that they're producing. So we don't have to keep going in and out and doing it manually. Let's just check on our iron farm here. Look at this. This is crazy. We're getting all kinds of iron ingots. All right, I think that is going to do it. Next, thanks to some of this iron, I need to go find osmium. I'd start on mechanism and go find a meteorite to start on applied energistics to do stuff with all these resources that we're gathering from the Bees mod and the Easy Villagers mod. I hope this is useful. I'm looking forward to seeing how all the mods 10 is going to progress as more mods become available for NeoForge. And until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I appreciate you.